Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? Salute, salute. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another WNBA Watchalong. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I went to hang out with Pops earlier today. Went and got some breakfast. Yeah, we went to go see Mission Impossible. That boy, Tom Cruise that man, wow. That's a wild guy right there. But we're here for some W action. It's the last game on the WNBA slate this evening or this afternoon. Game starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's 5:51 here on the East Coast. We have the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Las Vegas Aces. I said the Phoenix. I did say the Phoenix Mercury. I'm thinking something else. Phoenix Mercury currently 7-4, 3-2 in Commissioner's Cup. The Aces are currently 5-4. 2-2 in Commissioner's Cup. So both teams on the outside looking in of the Commissioner's Cup, but anything is possible. All right, I'm still waiting on the Phoenix Mercury's confirmed starting lineup. I'm still waiting on the Phoenix Mercury's confirmed starting lineup, but make sure you fill out the poll. Poll today is who's going to win this game. Is it going to be the Mercury or is it going to be the Aces? JP, salute. What's going on? Salute to you for always supporting the highlights channel. I always see your comments there. Appreciate it. Phoenix Mercury have won 3 of their last 5 games. Last win was against the Dallas Wings. The Aces, they have won 3 of their last 5 games. Their last win was against the Wings as well. So both teams beating up on the Dallas Wings. Let me refresh again. Let me see if they announced the lineups yet. Still haven't announced it as of yet. So we wait. So this is my projected starting lineup for the Phoenix Mercury. Lift this up a little bit. There we go. So Monica Cole-McConney, Sammy Whitcomb, Satu Sabali, Alyssa Thomas, Catherine Westwell. That's their lineup that they had in the last game against the Wings. For subs, Natasha Mack, Merjanato Musa, Lexi Held, and I need to take Megan McConnell off of here because Megan McConnell is currently on the injury list. She's out with a knee injury, and I do have her down there as well. So they currently only have 8 players right now, if my math is correct. I think they have some more active just to fill up the spaces, but in terms of playing, they're running an 8-woman rotation. In terms of injuries, Kalia Copper, they said she's working her way back, but she's still dealing with a knee injury that she was dealing with. Kalani Brown, their center, out with an illness, and Megan McConnell, in the game that she got signed, she got hurt, and she's out with a knee injury for the next couple weeks as well. For the Aces, this starting lineup is confirmed: Chelsea Gray, Tiffany Mitchell, Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, and Kia Stokes. This is different than last game's lineup. I think they started Elizabeth Kitley, but they went with this lineup here. Tiffany Mitchell gets to start. The subs: Elizabeth Kitley, Dana Evans, Aaliyah Nye, Joyner Holmes, and Kirsten Bell. Their injuries: Asia Wilson is out in concussion protocol after that game. During that game with the LA Sparks. Then you have Cheyenne Parker Tice, who's out due to pregnancy, and Megan Gustafson, who got hurt during training camp. She's out with a lower leg injury. All right. As I mentioned, this is the second game of the third and final game of a 3-game slate in the W today. Chicago beats Connecticut 78-66 earlier today. That was the early game on CBS. Angel Reese gets her first career triple-double. Finishes with a nice stat line. I think it was like 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 rebounds and 11 assists, something along those lines. So yeah, Angel Reese, 11 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. That was her final stat line. Haley Van Lith off the bench finishes with a career high 16 points off the bench to beat the Connecticut Sun 78-66. For the Connecticut Sun, Marina Mabrey finishes with 22 with 5 threes. Tina Charles, the legend, finishes with 19 points and 6 rebounds. I didn't get to watch the game, but from what I saw Angel and Tina get into it a bit. After I think Angel felt her hair was pulled by Bria Hartley. But salute to Chicago Sky to get their 3rd win of the season. They moved to 3-7. Connecticut moves to 2-8. And then the game that came on right before this was on CBS Sports Network between the Dream and the Mystics. The Dream absolutely throttled the Mystics 89-56. Alicia Gray, after setting her career high on June 5th, she comes back 10 days later, sets a new career high, finishes with 32 points, knocks down 6 threes. I think they hit 18 threes, so one below the three-pointers made record that the Liberty set earlier this season. And yeah, she was the star of the show. 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 made threes. For the Mystics, only one person scored in double figures, which was Sonia Citron. She finishes with 10 points. Everybody else was in single digits. Currently, if we take a look at the standings here for the Commissioner's Cup, Atlanta currently is in first place in the Commissioner's Cup standings now. With a 3-1 record, they have the higher point differential, and they have the tie break over the Indiana Fever. All these teams have one game left, which will be on Tuesday. Atlanta will play New York. Indiana plays Connecticut. So those are the remaining games for the Commissioner's Cup that have some importance. That Francis fella, salute. Jay, what was that from the Liberty yesterday? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. We only got a couple minutes until game starts, but at halftime we definitely will touch on that. I didn't get to watch the whole game. I didn't get to watch the game at all, actually. I was watching the play-by-play on my phone as I was out and about doing things. But and I did the highlights for the game. I seen Caitlin go nuclear. In that first quarter, bombing away from three threes in a row from deep. Sabrina packed that thing too. She was scoring as well, finishes with 34, but we just didn't have enough defensive pressure or continuity to deal with I think the Fever hit 16 or 17 threes themselves yesterday, and our defensive rotations weren't up to par. No Jonquel, Leonie Fibic off to Germany to play in Eurobasket, so we were lacking some defense there, but it's no excuse. We were in the game and we just let the Fever blow it open, which pretty much knocks us out of Commissioner's Cup potential. Unfortunately, due to only 5 games being in the Commissioner's Cup group play stage, losing to the Fever pretty much has us on the outside looking in. Only way we get in is if the Liberty beat the Dream on Tuesday and the Fever lose to the Connecticut Sun on Tuesday, which I don't see happening. So that is the only way for the Liberty to get in. For the Dream, for them to get in, they just have to win, beat the Liberty on Tuesday, and they're in. For the Fever, they have to beat the Sun and hope the Liberty beat the Dream, and then they'll be in. So it's a number of scenarios that can take place on Tuesday. I'm trying to stream on Tuesday, trying to sell my tickets to this game on Tuesday. I don't think I'll be able to make it. And if I can't make it, then I'll be on stream to be with you guys. But we'll talk more about them games and look at the stats at halftime for those games that took place yesterday. All right, so this game is on League Pass between the Mercury and the Aces. The starting lineups just got released about 4 minutes ago. Okoa Makani. Oh, Kalia Copper is playing today. Kalia Copper is playing today, people. So that's a change in the lineup. Kalia Copper will be in the starting lineup. Her first game of the season. Sabali, Thomas, and Westbell finish out the rest. So Kalia Copper, Satu, Thomas, Westbell. All right. And then I'll add Sammy Whitcomb over to the subs list. So Kalia Copper getting the start in her return after dealing with that injury. Sammy Whitcomb, save. Let me start my recording. I'll be forgetting to start my recording sometimes. Let me fix this. There we go. And I'm gonna take Kalia off the injury report. Bear with me as I get all that situated. Kalia Copper dealing with the knee injury. Barely played in Unrivaled after a while. Was nursing it all through training camp. First game of the season for Ka. Right, make sure you get those votes in, people. Get those votes in. Who do you think is going to win this game? Who do you think is going to win this game? Dennis says at least, what's up, Dennis? At least the Fever is in contention for a cup this year. Better than last year. Yeah, better, definitely. Definitely. Just gotta hope. Y'all just gotta take care of business on Sunday. I mean on Tuesday, and hope the Liberty beat the Dream, and then y'all will be in. So anything can and will happen. Make sure you get the likes up, people. Thanks for everybody who's tuning in. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers here in the chat. Hope you are enjoying your day or enjoyed your day. Maddox, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. Let me turn my volume down. My mic super loud. I'm sorry if I'm yelling in y'all's ear. We're gonna take a look at the games from yesterday at halftime. I do have some more thoughts. Maddox, I still haven't watched the game in full. I just watched it briefly as I was doing the highlights for the games on the highlights channel. So I'm probably sometime after stream or tomorrow morning I'll watch the game in full. But defensive rotations were out of whack from the few plays I did see, leading to wide open threes for the Indiana Fever, and this time they were actually knocking them down. Lexi, Sydney Colson, Sophie Cunningham. Everybody's knocking down threes. Liz, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon. Oh, Natasha Matt getting this. It's funny. They announced the wrong, what you call it. So, jump ball is here, people. And we're up and off. This game has started and they blow the whistle immediately. Oh, the graphics on the broadcast were wrong because Natasha Mack is coming off the bench, but they have her in the starting lineup. But Catherine Westbell is on the floor. That threw me off for a second. But ball is in play here with the Las Vegas Aces. Cicely was good. Good game so far this weekend. I was wrong about the Sky. They won't go 2-38, maybe 4-36. Remember, it's 44 games this season, not 40. There's a foul here. Jewel Lloyd gets fouled. I think that was by Kalia Copper. Yeah, Maddox, I hope we do beat the Dream. I hope we do beat the Dream. Dennis says CC was close to a triple-double. Yeah, 38 and 9, something around those lines. That was a big welcome back from Caitlin. Ball and play with the Aces. Jackie Young with a bad pass. It goes through Kalia Copper's fingers and it goes out of bounds. And they say it's the Mercury basketball. I don't know if Kalia actually touched it, but it is Mercury basketball. Ball in play here with the Mercury. They're the surprise team so far, besides the Valkyries. I didn't expect them to be playing so well with their key players out for a majority of the games, but they've held the fort as Alyssa Thomas spin move and misses the layup. Satu with the offensive rebound. Alyssa out to Kalia. Kalia for three. She misses. And Chelsea Gray with the rebound. Jackie looks to attack Satu. Thinks better of it. Dribbles out. They have a late double. Oh, it gets to Jewel Lloyd. Almost stolen. Over to Chelsea Gray. 10 on the shot clock. Chelsea Gray for three. And she misses. Fight for the rebound. It ends up in Copper's hands. Cobb with the ball. Comes off the screen. Tries to get downhill. Loses the ball. Gets it to Catherine Westball. Corner three is up. Oh, halfway down and out. Chelsea Gray with another rebound. Maddox says Brianna Stewart playing good. She can't hit threes. Yeah, the 3-point shot, she needs to stop shooting that, really, in my opinion. Just work in the mid-range. Tiffany Mitchell tries to go downhill on Catherine Westbell, and she draws the foul. So Tiffany Mitchell, getting to her first start of the season, will go to the line to break the deadlock here. Tiffany Mitchell previously played with the Connecticut Sun last season. She was out with I forgot the illness she was out with as she misses the first free throw. Daniel, what's going on, my friend? Salute. What's going on? I mean, if are you a good three-point shooter if you can't make him? She hits the second free throw, and the team is on the board. You're only as good as the shots you make. You can't be a good three-point shooter and be shooting 20% from three. Ball over to Westbell. Westbell for three. She misses, chases down her own rebound. There's a foul here. Foul by Jackie Young. So it stays with the Mercury. Oh, Jackie Young fouling Satu there, not Alyssa Thomas. Ball in play with the Mercury. Kalia over to Alyssa in the post. Alyssa goes over to Satu. Satu pump fakes from three, gets downhill, throws up the floater, goes off the top of the square. And it's a shot clock violation here by the Mercury. So it's a very low scoring game so far. Thunderhawk said, "What up, Jay? Your Liberty got beat up by CC. Cooked them. Yeah, she cooked us. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Gave us our first loss of the season, but we'll see y'all again. We shall see y'all again." Ball and play with the Aces. Ball and play. Yeah, JP, that moment between Stewie and Caitlin was great, but as our team was getting bombed on, I didn't like it in the moment. And when I saw the replays, I was like, she's over here killing us, and we over here laughing and kikiing it up. As Alyssa Thomas goes to the basket and scores. So it's 2-1 so far. That score is correct, guys. They're struggling to score here. Satu with the foul on the perimeter on Chelsea Gray. Daniel says, thoughts on Lynn Roberts? I don't really have an opinion on Lynn Roberts as of yet. I'm not too sure. Man said Sparks might need a new coach. Y'all just hired her. Chelsea Gray inbounds the ball. Mariella, the game is on League Pass. I don't have any illegal links to watch the game here. Kia Stokes shoots a three and airball. Ball in play with the Mercury. Kalia Copper, if you're just joining, gets her first start of the season after injury. Kalia tries to shoot, misses, and Jackie Young with the rebound. This is an awful first 3 minutes so far. Jackie Young walks into a three, and Jackie Young heard me talking smack, and she says, I can do that. Knocks down a three from the right wing. Aces retake the lead 4-2. Remember, no Asia Wilson out in concussion protocol. Alyssa Thomas over to Satu. Satu steps back for a three, and she misses. Rebound to Stokes. Thunderhawk says, how are you doing? The Fever, the Valkyries, the 19th. And Jackie Young gets to the lane, so that's back-to-back buckets for Jackie Young. And it's 6-2 Aces. Alyssa Thomas in the post against Stokes. Cross court to Westbell. Westbell for three. She misses again. That's 0 for 3 from three for Catherine Westbell. And Alyssa Thomas get the steal and a blocking foul by Chelsea Gray in the backcourt. Maddox said JC's been really good from three during her career, but in the paint she's really good. Yeah, so my opinion is do what you're really good at. The threes aren't falling. I understand you want to shoot your way back into rhythm, but it's not even like close sometimes. Satu with the ball out to Thomas. Thomas down to Satu. Satu pivots and scores on Jackie Young. Satu gets on the board here. Ball quickly up to Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd had a clutch shot in that game against the Wings, in that comeback game against the Wings. My prediction for the finals, Minnesota, Indiana, I think you're wrong. Well, I hope you're wrong. I hope it says Liberty somewhere in there. Daniel, this guy said I bought an autographed CC rookie card for 10K. 10K like USD, like American dollars. God bless, my friend. Alyssa Thomas gets in the post. She gets on the board, throws up a hook shot over Kia Stokes, and the visitors tie the game up at 6. Jewel Lloyd comes off the screen for three, and Jewel Lloyd knocks down the three. Jewel Lloyd with the 3. Cicely says the same way the Lynx came back from the loss with a vengeance, so will the Liberty. I hope so. I hope so. Sammy Whitcomb has checked into the game for the Mercury for Kalia Copper. Sammy Whitcomb for 3, and Sammy Whitcomb knocks down the 3. Quickest release in the league, knocks down the 3. 9-9 is the score. Kia Stokes with the ball over to Chelsea Gray. Oh, that might have went off Chelsea's fingers, but they say it stays with the Aces. I think we might have a timeout here. Do we? And we do. We have our first stoppage of the game. Currently, score is 9-9 between these two teams. Thunderhawk, it don't matter what nobody wants to see. It's what I want to see. It's what the team. It's what I want to see. I want to see my Liberty in there again. So let's do Liberty Fever. Why it gotta be Minnesota? Why can't it be Liberty Fever? So what you call it? Sabrina and Caitlin had a nice shootout yesterday. You don't want to see that? We're in a timeout right now. We are in a timeout right now. Let me get this loaded up for you guys so you guys can see the box score. Score is currently 9-9. An official timeout right now. Sato with 2, Alyssa Thomas with 4. You got Sammy Whitcomb off the bench with 3. And then for the Vegas Aces, you have Mitchell with 1, 5 for Jackie, and 3 for Jewel Lloyd. See, Thunderhawk, I'll take that. Liberty Fever, let's go with that. Yeah, Caitlin was on one, man. She came back from that quad injury and that 2 weeks of rest, and she came back bombing away in that first half. It didn't help that we weren't trapping her. We were just letting her come off screen, boom. I mean, some of those half court shots ain't nothing you can do. You just gotta tip your cat to Kate when she's knocking down 35 footers. Fever in 6. We'll see. JP says, "Law Liberty been great." I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm just a little concerned. Nah, they'll be fine once everybody comes back. Well, we'll be fine as long as we get in there as a top seed. Nah, I ain't worried. Put on holy salute. What's good? Thanks for joining the watch along. All right, broadcast is coming back right now. Score is 9-9. You're not missing a thing. Not worried. We get Jonquil back. We get Leo back when she comes back from overseas. And we get people back in the roles they supposed to be in. I'm not worried at all. Maddox and Jay is gonna be Liberty versus Lynx. I want Aces, but they're nah. Aces ain't doing the damn thing. Yeah, y'all were up that game. Hold on, holy. I caught a little bit of it when I got home. Y'all were up that game and then y'all fell apart. I forgot what quarter y'all fell apart in. Ball and play here with the young. I said with the Aces and Jackie Young. Jewel Lloyd catches the ball behind her back. It was almost a turnover. Jewel Lloyd to attack Sammy Whitcomb off balance, and they call a foul on Sammy Whitcomb. I don't know if that's a 2 or a 3, but it is a foul. Aaliyah Nye has checked in. The rookie has checked in for the Aces. The thing I don't like sometimes about those shooting foul calls is that if the player who's shooting is behind the 3-point line and they jump forward into you, how that shouldn't be a foul on the defender. That should be a foul on the offense. Because Jackie Young, when she shoots threes, she jumps forward into you. So that's invading your space. So that's just a little rant I just had there. Jackie Young knocks down 2. And she's shooting 3 free throws, so she's going for the 3-point play. Jackie Young for the 3rd. And Jackie Young knocks down all 3 free throws. They're up 12-9 here. Lexi Held has checked into the game. She's been a revelation for the Phoenix Mercury. A diamond in the rough here. I don't know where they found her, but she's been playing well. Kit Laksa from Lithuania is also here. As the ball gets tipped out of bounds, Natasha Mack is checked in. It stays with the Mercury. Fever versus the Valkyries Thursday. Thursday. I should be good Thursday. They just came back from a replay late. Mack with the rebound over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb misses. Laxa with the offensive rebound over to Thomas, and Thomas gets the putback. Yeah, Dennis. Liberty versus Fever would be awesome. The 2 games so far have been great. I mean, granted, this one, the Fever ended up running away with it in the end. But the 2 games have been great between the 2 teams so far. Aces with the miss. Ball goes over to Chelsea Gray, and she misses the 3. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound. Mofo says, is this WNBA? Correct. This is the WNBA. Kit Laksa mid-range jump shot elbow is good, and Kit Laksa knocks it down. Outlet pass to Jackie Young gets fouled and won by Lexi Held. Lexi Held with the foul. Jackie Young with the basket there. And they're going to determine if the foul happened before or after. I think that was before. Nah, that's not in the act of shooting. She was holding her before she caught the ball. But the Homer announcers are saying it's it's a continuation, of course. Mofo said, what did do my homie recommended your channel? Salute. I just read that comment. Appreciate you tuning in, and salute to your friend who recommended the channel. JP, depending on who you ask, different teams have the best whistle. Some say the Liberty have the whistle. Some say the Lynx have the whistle. Some say the Aces have the whistle. Some say Brittany Sykes and the Mystics have the whistle. It all depends on who your team is playing. No way the Liberty's beat. Who said the Liberty beating the Fever 4-1? Liberty beat the Fever. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I don't know about 4-1. That's a little. I think that might be a stretch. But listen, guys, we're only quarter way through the season. Remember, it's 44 games this season. We're only some teams are at 10, some teams are at 11. Some teams are even at 9 still. So anything can happen. God forbid any injuries happen or trades happen. Anything can happen. We'll have a better idea as we get closer to September when the playoffs start. Preston, Deja has not played for the Aces since preseason, my friend. She didn't make the final roster. So Jackie Young is shooting a free throw. I think they're saying it's a transition take foul. So she hits the first free throw. Let me verify what that call was. Yeah, they called it a clear path foul. So Jackie Young gets 2 free throws for the Aces and the basketball. So Jackie Young already chefing up. If you put money on her today, she might cash you out. Ball and play. Jackie Young already up to 10 points in this first quarter. Chelsea Gray with the ball, looking for Young. Finds Jackie Young. Jackie Young under the basket. Oh, finds Jewel Lloyd on the cut. Somehow, some way. So it's a 4-point possession there for the Aces. It's 16-13. Lexi Held with the ball. Hell comes off the screen going left. A nice stagger screen there. Hell steps back for a 3. Grazes the rim. Falls to Mack. Mack gets fouled. Natasha Mack foul. And 1. Natasha Mack, she was out for injury for a bit as well. And she gets the offensive rebound and put back and gets fouled. Oh, Preston was saying Asia. Got you. Yeah, Asia out during the concussion protocol. She got in that LA Sparks game. I think she got popped in the head. So this is her second game she's missing. Thunderhawk says, I think they need to get rid of those referees in the W and replace with the ones in the NBA. Listen, man, if it was that easy, it would be done. But I guess refs take a pay cut to do the WNBA. It's not as highly regarded as an NBA position. So Natasha Mack completes the 3-point play. It's not as easy as just taking the rest from the NBA. They got to be willing to do it, just like any job, you know. Nye with the ball over to Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd tries to attack, goes off balance, and draws the foul on Kit Laxa. So Jewel Lloyd will go to the line for 2 free throws. So it's 16-16. The home team is in the bonus here. Oh, I forgot to load that up. Jewel Lloyd rattles in the first free throw. And she hits the second as well. Ball in play here with the Mercury. Laxa with the ball right side of the floor. Down to Satu in the paint. Ball goes off of Ace's play. That looks like Dana Evans. Yep, Dana Evans. It goes off of her. It stays with the Mercury here. Daniel says, Jay, why did the Mercury have a short-handed roster? That's a good question. They have two players that are out now. Kalani Brown and ball in play here with them. But it was a turnover. Jackie Young with the steal, had a wide open layup, doesn't take it, gets it to Jewel Lloyd. She misses the 3. Fight for the rebound. Satu gets it. Satu walks into a 3, misses, fight for the rebound, and ball goes off the Aces, stays with the Mercury. Injuries, yeah, they have a couple injured players. They have 2 injured players right now. So currently they have 5, 6, 9 on the active roster and 2 that are hurt. So that puts them at 11. Ball in play here with the Mercury. Natasha Mack with the ball. Mack over to Held. Held, hesitation dribble. Goes back the other way to her left. Oh, gets blocked there by Liz Kitley. Liz Kitley with the block, and the Aces are on the run here. Jackie steps into a 3 off the back rim. It goes right back to her. She pump fakes, gets downhill, tries to get it to Kitley, and it goes out of bounds off of the Mercury. Liz Kitley with a nice block there. Dana Evans to inbound under the basket. She gets it into Jackie. Jackie on the baseline. Jackie guarded by Satu. She dribbles out to the 3. Wants to attack Satu. Gets down to her right. Throws it up. Good help defense by Mack. And they call a shot clock violation. Great help defense there by Natasha Mack to block Jackie Young on that attempt. So ball and play here with the Mercury. 7-4. These two teams are facing for the first time this season. This is a Commissioner's Cup matchup. I don't think these teams have a chance to get there, but this still counts as a regular season game. Sammy Whitcomb, tough shot over the rookie Aaliyah Nye and ties the game. Sammy up to 5 points. Ball in play with the Aces. Kitley gets it over to Jackie Young. Jackie Young has played this whole quarter. And the ref thought she was calling a timeout. Oh, they both from South Dakota. That's funny. Both Becky and Nate Tibbetts are from South Dakota. They just announced that on the broadcast. That's interesting. Dana Evans with the ball. Running the point. Dana Evans gets downhill, goes up, hangs, and it rolls off the rim. Rebound to Mack. Over to Sammy Whitcomb. We're approaching a minute to go here in the first quarter. Sammy Whitcomb gets downhill. Pump fakes. Tries to get it to Mack. Mack barely gets it. Out to Laxa. Laxa comes off the screen. Laxa Over to Satu. Satu, height advantage over Mitchell, and that's barbecue chicken. Mercury retake the lead here. Yeah, Dennis, I did see she got a technical foul. Mitchell travel, and Tiffany Mitchell with the travel turnover by the Aces. I seen that coming. So 38 seconds ago here, Jackie Young gets a rest for the rest of this first quarter. 38.4 seconds to go. Chelsea Gray checks back in. Merjanata Musa comes in for the Mercury. Rookie out of Nigeria. Sammy Whitcomb with the ball over to Laxa. Laxa, no hesitation, three off the back rim. Rebound to Gray. Gray's got a couple of rebounds so far, up to 3 rebounds if I'm not mistaken. Where's she at? Chelsea Gray, 3 rebounds. Yep. 10 seconds left on the game clock. 9, 8, 7. Chelsea Gray goes behind the back. A little pity pat dribble. Gets to the middle of the paint. Throws a turnaround jump shot. Bounces around and drops. 1.6 seconds to go. And the Phoenix Mercury will go into the end of the first quarter with a tie game. 20-20. We'll take a look at, let's reset these things. Get ready for the second quarter. And let's take a look at the box score. So 20-20 is the score. Daniel says, Jay, what are your thoughts on the Angel Reese? I think she's a good player. I think she's still a developing player. She does things great, which is rebounding. She's a good defender, believe it or not. But she is a little raw on the offensive end, and that's going to take some development. But I think she's a solid player and has a lot of room to grow on the offensive end. That's my opinion on that. Let's take a look at this. 20-20 is the score right now. If we look at the Phoenix Mercury, got Satu Sabali, played 8 minutes, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Alyssa Thomas, 6 points, 2 assists. You got Catherine Westbell with none, Monica Cole Makani with none, and Kalia Copper with none. Off the bench, Sammy Whitcomb with 5 points, 2 for Kit Laxa, 3 for Natasha Mack. They're shooting 10% from 3, 1 for 10 from the 3-point line, 9 for 23 from the field. So not a particularly good shooting first quarter for the Mercury. Vegas Aces, Jackie Young, she's going to have to carry a lot of the time here. 10 points. She's 5 for 5 from the line. You got Tiff Mitchell with 1. She gets her first start today. 7 for Jewel Lloyd and 2 for Chelsea Gray. And that's their 20 points, for all from their starting lineup. So that is the score at the end of the first. Salute to everybody who's here on this Sunday afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hope you are enjoying your day or enjoyed your day. This is the last WNBA game of the evening. They had 2 already earlier today. There will be no games tomorrow because every team will be playing on Tuesday for the end of the Commissioner's Cup group stage. I am planning to stream those games. So be on the lookout for that on Tuesday. We'll focus probably on, I'll have to see which games have cup implications. We'll focus on those games, but I'll be keeping an eye on all the others just so that we'll see who actually makes the Commissioner's Cup final. I forgot to end this poll, but I'm gonna end it now. Word, what JP said, y'all. 50. Feel free to hit thumbs up and like the channel. Subscribe if you're new here. It helps the channel tremendously. All right, it's 20-20 at the start of the second quarter. And whoops, my bad. We'll get this game started. 20-20. Mercury Bowl to start. Kalia Copper gets downhill. Can she get her first basket? No, but she gets fouled on her drive to the basket. She'll go to the line to see if she can get her first points of the season. Fouled by the rookie, Aaliyah Nye. Maddox says Jay Liberty will go back to back if everyone stays healthy. I hope so. I hope so. I have nothing I would like to see more than the Liberty go back to back, but it's not gonna be easy. Perry, salute for the sub. Salute, salute. Kalia Copper gets her first points of the WNBA season with that free throw. Kalia Copper, a WNBA champion with the Chicago Sky back in 2021. And she knocks down the second free throw. Ball in play here with the Mercury. With the Aces, excuse me. 22-20. Mitchell with the ball. Chelsea Gray, Dana Evans, Liz Kitley, and Aaliyah Nye. Nye with the ball. Nye back it to Gray. Gray jab step. Gray into the paint. Galloping, double clutches, and scores. Chelsea Gray down the lane to the left-hand side. Double clutches and scores the layup. It's 22-22. Satu Sabali attacks the rookie Aaliyah Nye. That might be 3 on Nye. JP said, do people who voted Aces know Asia is out? I hope so. Mofo, salute. Salute for the sub. Appreciate you, my friend. We're 30 away from 1,000 subs. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. Appreciate all the support as Satu hits the first free throw. Been doing WNBA Watchalongs for... This is my 3rd season. So I appreciate everyone who's been supporting, both old and new. Satu hits both free throws. Ball in play here with the Aces. Brandon says, bro, I put Shelby higher than 18 points. Who's Shelby? Ball in play with Evans. Evans to the lane. Double clutches, misses. Oh, you probably meant Sabali. Sorry. So you put Sabali higher than 18. She's on the way. She's up to 6. Ball and play with Copper. Copper gets downhill, double clutches, and misses the layup. The touch just isn't there, but Musa with the offensive rebound and misses. Rebound to Chelsea Gray. Gray with the ball. Gray to the elbow. Elbow jump shot is up. Good. That's Chelsea Gray's money spot around the paint elbow area. Ties the game up at 24. Brandon, hope you get your 1K. And Satu gets fouled and 1. As we talking about her, Satu Sabali knocks down to 3 and she'll go to the line for the 4-point play. She's up to 9 points. Maddox, it's too early to tell. Oh, the NBA finals. I always thought that's a WNBA. Shoot, the ball has shifted back into OKC's favor, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say OKC in 7. And Satu completes the 4-point play, 28-24. Jackie Young up to 10 points here. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Chelsea Gray, no look over to Dana in the left corner. Looks to attack Satu. Thinks better of it. Hand off to Chelsea Gray, right hand side. 8 on the shot clock. Chelsea Gray loses the ball, gets it back. Oh, Lexi Hell, great hands. Tips it off Chelsea Gray. 3 seconds to go. Chelsea Gray, Hezzy into the paint. Double clutches and misses. Kia Stokes with the offensive rebound. Out to Gray, over to Dana. Dana jab step into the paint. She likes that floater. Too strong. Satu with the rebound. I think Jackie Young's going to have more than 20 tonight. They're going to need her if they want to win. Oh, what a block by Kia Stokes, but they call a foul. Aaliyah Nye is racking up the fouls here. This might be her 3rd foul. 3rd foul on the rookie, Aaliyah Nye. She'll go to the Satu going back to the line for 2 free throws. Maddox said, Jay, Brianna Stewart versus Asia Wilson matches are always good. They always are. But, they don't move me as much anymore. Satu hits the first. The Liberty, ever since we lost in that finals game, in that 2023 finals, we've had the Aces number, really. I think we've only lost 1 time since then. Yeah. Yeah, no Asia Wilson, so Jackie is going to be the person who's going to score, my friend. I wish I wish I could have advised you before that one. Jackie Young, as we talk, she gets into the paint, misses the shot at the front of the paint. Jackie Young dives on Satu, but the Mercury recover it. Okoa Makani with the ball. They get it down to Kalia Copper against the rookie. They send a late double, and they call a travel on Kalia Copper. On a nice trap there by Chelsea Gray to help her rookie out. I have to look at the what you call it, but I can't remember exactly off the top. But I know we lost one game to them since. Ball and play with the Aces. Gray over to Stokes. Stokes bumbling and stumbling with the ball, recovers it, hands it off to Nye. Nye crossover. Nye fakes the shot, gets it over to Jewel Lloyd. Back to Nye. Nye sets three, almost banks it in, but Copper gets the rebound. Copper tries to get downhill, slows it down. Comes off the screen from Thomas. Goes right side to Okoa Makani. Down to Thomas in the post. Goes cross court to Laxa. Laxa, quick release for three. It looked like it got deflected a little bit. It was really short. Excuse me. 30-24. Chelsea Gray with the ball. She calls out the play. She wants a clear out. Musa is guarding her. She gets it to Nye. Nye, handoff back to Chelsea Gray. She fumbles the ball. Chelsea Gray into the paint. Mid-range jump shot. Up and good. Chelsea Gray feasting in the mid-range to get the deficit back to 4. 30-26 here. Tudo, salute. What's good? Alyssa Thomas out to Laxa. Laxa fakes the three. Gets into the paint and lays it in. Kit Laxa knocks down the layup. It's 32-26. And a bad outlet pass from Gray to Lloyd, and it goes right out of bounds. Silly turnover there by the Aces. Mass substitutions happening right now. Catherine Westbell checks in. Sammy Whitcomb checks in as well. Okoa Makani with Thomas. Who else is on the court here? Okoa Makani, Thomas, Laxa, Westbeld, and Copper. Okoa Makani over to Thomas. Thomas with that little push shot from the foul line is good for Alyssa Thomas. 34-26. Maddox, we coulda, shoulda, woulda, but we didn't. That's all that matters in the end. What we could have and what we should have done, but we failed to do. I was at that game. It was painful watching that air ball. Missed by the Aces, but Jewel Lloyd crashing the board and gets the offensive rebound and put back. So 34-28 is the score. Mercury, the road team, hanging tough so far here. 5:30 to go in this second quarter. I'm going to run my clock down to 5:30. All right, so the ladies are hooping. We got some of the big guns doing work. Satu Sabli doing work for the Mercury, and Jackie Young by necessity, no Asia Wilson, having to put the team on her back. Chelsea Gray contributing a bit as well. Let's take a look at the box score momentarily. Score is 34-28. Mercury are outscoring the Aces 14-8 in this quarter. For the Mercury, it's Satu with 12 points and 6 rebounds. She's on double-double watch. Alyssa Thomas with 8, 2 for Kalia Copper, 4 for Laxa, 5 for Whitcomb, and 3 for Mac. For Vegas, you got 10 for Jackie Young, 1 for Tiff Mitchell, 8 for Gray, 9 for Lloyd. Nothing off their bench so far. Maddox, Jay, were the Liberty injured in that finals? Nah, they weren't injured. The Aces were injured. They were out Kia Stokes, they were out Chelsea Gray, and we still lost. So that's what I'm saying. We coulda, shoulda, woulda, but we didn't, and that's all that matters in the end. But we got our get back in 24, so that's all that matters at this point. Now it's just looking towards the future. That's only going to get harder as more teams come into the league, as more talent gets spread out due to these expansion drafts. So we just got to take advantage of this opportunity that we have. Tudo says Angel getting the triple-double was on my bingo card. It wasn't on mine either. I got the alert, and I was like, oh, shoot, salute to Angel. 11 points, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. And a win. So give props where props are due in that regard. Let me see this. Liberty versus Aces past games. Let's see if Google will give me a history. Broadcast is coming back now. Broadcast is coming back. All right, broadcast coming back. Salute to everybody joining on this Sunday evening for some WNBA hoops. All right, so ball in play with the Mercury. Maddox said, who do you take in a series, Dream or Mercury if healthy? I have to see how we match up against them so far. Oh, but Laxa gets wide open for three. She's short. Akol Makani, the point guard with the offensive rebound. Back to Laxa, over to Thomas. Thomas over to Whitcomb. Oh, good drop off to Thomas. Thomas, too much passing. It's a turnover. And Joyner Holmes, the recent pickup, gets the pass over to Jewel Lloyd. Swing pass to Jackie. Jackie in the post to Joyner Holmes. Joyner Holmes in the post. Nobody moving. Holmes goes for a hook shot and misses. Jewel Lloyd with the offensive rebound. Over to Chelsea Gray, who gets downhill. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd, no hesitation, three. Hits the side of the backboard. Yikes. And the rebound to Laxa. Yeah, I did see that as well. The accidental hair braid pull. Chelsea Gray picks Lax's pocket and outlet to Lloyd. Back to Jackie Young. Jackie Young on the left wing. Jackie Young with the ball. Gets the screen from Holmes. Swing pass to Holmes. Holmes sets for a three. Holmes tries to get downhill. She trips over her own feet and goes out of bounds. So not too great two first plays for Joyner Holmes. Joyner Holmes was just signed like 2 days ago, so I, I don't expect her to be playing as fluidly as someone who's been here longer. Cole Makani with the ball over to Thomas. Thomas down to Satu. Satu gets blocked there by Jackie Young. So she has a size advantage there, but Jackie Young able to sky for the block on Satu. I'm surprised Satu didn't just give her a little pump fake. But great block by Jackie Young there. Alyssa Thomas with the ball in the paint. Hook shot over Stokes and misses. Jewel Lloyd. Jeez, she has a lot of rebounds tonight. If you bet Jewel Lloyd rebounds, you might be a rich person. Jewel Lloyd up to 4 rebounds. Jackie Young with the ball. Hesitation dribble. Attack Satu. Tries to drop it off to Stokes, and it's out of bounds. And they say, oh, it stays with the Aces. They say it was tipped by the Mercury. They have a timeout here. The Aces called a timeout. 34-28 is the score right now. Back to what I was doing. I wanted to look up this thing here. Also, if I do Liberty. Satu Sabali is up to 12 points. Brandon, 12 points for Satu. Let me see. New York. I wanted to look up the last time New York lost to in the last time we lost to them overall was game 2 of the was that game 2? Yeah. Game 2 of the semifinals. Otherwise in the regular season, we beat them all. We beat them every game in the regular season in 2024. Yeah, so in the regular season, we haven't lost to the Aces since 2020 the 2023 season. It was game 3. Yeah, thank you. I'm looking at the wrong, what you call it. Oh, I'm reading it the wrong way. That's why I'm reading it down to up instead of up to down. Yeah, so we beat them game 1 and game 2, lost in game 3, and then beat them in game 4. That is correct. I was reading it the opposite way. My bad. All right, let me take a look at the box score. I'm over here looking at personal liberty stuff. 34-28 is the score right now. 34-28. Brandon said, "Do you think she can make 19 points today?" Yeah. Sabally will get the 19. It's if you want Jackie Young to stay under 20 or whatever you said, then that probably won't happen if the Aces want to win. 34-28 is the score right now. Mercury outscoring the Aces 14-8 in this quarter. We got 3:36 to go in the before halftime. Yeah, I mean the third quarters have always been terrible for us, no matter regular season, postseason. Salute to everybody hanging around. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you are new here. So it is Aces basketball. 5 on the shot clock for the Aces to get a shot off here. Gray gets it into Lloyd. Lloyd with the ball. She stumbles, gets it to Gray. Gray barely gets it off. Oh, it's a rainbow. And it falls. She bails them out. Chelsea Gray knocks down a rainbow 3, and there's a 3-point game here. Alyssa Thomas with the ball. Alyssa Thomas wants to clear out. Gets it over to Sammy Whitcomb. Whitcomb over to Sabally. Sabally wide open for 3. Satu misses. Rebound to Jewel Lloyd. Lloyd outlet to Chelsea Gray. Gray over to Young. Left hand side. Young into the middle of the paint. Mid-range jump shot is up. And good. Jackie Young knocks down her first basket of the second half, I feel. And it's a 1-point game. Satu with the ball. Satu another 3. This time she hits it. Satu from the right wing. Satu Sabally. Cashes in from 3. She's up to 15 points. Jewel Lloyd almost loses the ball, and they call a foul there on Alyssa Thomas on the hedge. Sabally with 15 leads all scorers in this game. Only Mercury player in double figures. Ball in play with Chelsea Gray. She's up to 11. Chelsea Gray has he dribble. Oh, had Sabally stumbling there a bit. 7 on the shot clock. She tries to do a bounce pass in, throws it off Satu's leg. Not a kickball. Alyssa Thomas, no look over to Sammy Whitcomb. Quick release, 3 is up. And Sammy Whitcomb knocks down the left corner 3. Been doing that in this league for a long time. 40-33. Jackie Young with the ball. Tiffany Mitchell has it now. Gets it over to Jackie. Jackie drives baseline, goes up and short on the layup. Rebound to the Mercury. Alyssa Thomas with the ball again. Has Chelsea Gray in her step. Euro steps. Gets the ball stripped. Good hands by Chelsea. Alyssa Thomas gets it to Satu. Satu steps back for a 3. Doesn't take it. Dribbling. Chelsea trying to reach. Gets it down to Alyssa Thomas. They send a late double. Alyssa Thomas spins out. Throws it, and it goes out of bounds. Great late double there by the Aces. Forces that turnover by Alyssa Thomas. Ball in play with the Aces. 40-33. Aces had got it down to a 3-point game. The Mercury hit 2 threes to push this back up to a 7-point lead. Jackie Young. Is that a 3? And they called it a 3. Jackie Young hits a 3. It's 40-36. Sammy Whitcomb pump fakes from 3. Dribbles back out. Gets it to Thomas. Handoff back to Sammy. Sammy back to Thomas. And they call a moving screen there by Alyssa Thomas. What up, Siri? Siri always working at the inopportune times. 40-36. A minute to go here. Ball with the aces. Mitchell over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray faces out. Oh, tries to sneak it into Jackie Young. Gets cut off. Out to Tiffany Mitchell. Mitchell for three. And Tiff Mitchell right in front of the aces bench knocks down to three. It's a 1-point game here. 40-39. Satu with the ball. Satu gets downhill. Satu for the layup. Misses. Thomas tip rebound. Over to Mac. Over to Sammy Whitcomb. To Lexi, excuse me. They both have blonde hair. Ball gets to Satu, and Satu knocks down the three. Good fortune there for the Mercury. Satu Sabally, 18 points here in the first half. Tiffany Mitchell into the paint, gets the ball stolen, and Sammy Whitcomb with the ball. 25 seconds to go here in the first. Oh, tries to do a no-look to Mack. It gets tipped out of bounds by Kia Stokes. 22 seconds to go here before halftime. Satu Sabally on a broken play gets it, and she likes that right wing as a lefty. Lines it up, cashes out. So Alyssa Thomas with the ball here. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 8 on the shot clock, 10 on the game clock. Alyssa Thomas tries to go downhill and draws another foul. That's 3 fouls in the quarter on Alyssa Thomas. Eight seconds to go here. Alyssa Thomas with 3 fouls in the span of 3 minutes here. Alyssa Thomas is going to check out so she doesn't draw another one. Jackie Young with the ball. Jackie Young gets all the way downhill, hop, skip, and a jump, misses the layup, gets the offensive rebound, gets blocked, and that's how the quarter ends. And that's how the quarter ends. Ace is frustrated. They didn't get a foul there. It's 43-39 at the end of the first half. We're going to take a look at the box score during this halftime break. Let me just get things ready for the third quarter in the meantime, and we'll take a look. We have a lot to sort of cover. All right, boom. So at the half, 43-39, the visiting Mercury are up on the Las Vegas Aces. Let me put my halftime stuff up. 15-minute countdown for halftime. Oh, whoops, my bad. Halftime. There we go. So it was 20-20 in the first quarter. The Mercury outscored the Aces 23-19 in the second. For the Phoenix Mercury, you have Satu Sabally with 8 game high 18 points, 6 rebounds for her. Alyssa Thomas with 8 points, 3 steals, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. She does have 3 fouls now, so something to keep an eye on. Kat Westbell, no points. Monica Cole-Makani, no points. Kalia Copper in her first game back, only 2 points and 2 rebounds. The bench, Sammy Whitcomb, 8 points off the bench, 4 for Kit Laxa, and 3 for Natasha Mack. The Mercury are shooting 38% from the field, 29% from 3. They have hit all 8 of their free throws. They do have 7 turnovers as a team. For the Las Vegas Aces, you have 15 from Jackie Young, 4 for Tiff Mitchell in her first start, 11 for Chelsea Gray, Kia Stokes, just out there doing cardio as usual, and 9 for Jewel Lloyd. Off their bench, nobody has scored. They're shooting 38% from the field, 35% from 3, 8 for 9 from the line, 88%. They have 8 turnovers as a team. The rebounding battle, the Mercury are winning that 22-18, and the assist battle, the Mercury are winning that 11-8 as well. All right. So that's the box score so far in this game. As I mentioned, this is the first of 4 matchups between these two teams. The first of 4 matchups between these two teams. Alrighty. I'll go back to here. Oh, that's the play-by-play. I didn't mean to click that. Let's go back to summary. All right, so I did want to touch on the games from over the weekend. Didn't want to touch on the games from over the weekend. From yesterday, I should say. So, yesterday's games, the Sparks and the Minnesota Lynx faced off. The Minnesota Lynx absolutely throttled them. Final score was 101-78. If we take a look at the box score, Kelsey Plum finishes with 20 on 5 of 16 shooting. Rickea Jackson, another decent game for her. 18 points for Rickea. Nobody else really did anything. But Minnesota, it was really the Nafisa and Courtney Williams show with some help from Natisha Heidemann off the bench. 32 for Nafisa. I think she had 26 at halftime. Finishes with 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Currently the front runner for MVP. She only missed 3 shots yesterday. 13 for 16 from the field. As much as I want to hate, I can't. Nafisa's a beast. Bridget Carlton with 6. And as I said, Courtney Williams with 17 points after she had a stinker in the game before that they lost to the Seattle Storm. So the Minnesota Lynx are currently 10-1. The Los Angeles Sparks are 4-8. I'm looking at the comments right quick. Oh, thanks JP for answering. All right, so let's go look at the other games that took place this weekend. If it would let me go back to where I want to go. Apparently not. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta do it that way. All right, and then the game that hurt my heart the most, Indiana beats New York 88-102 in yesterday's matchup. The return of Caitlin Clark, the return of Sophie Cunningham, and they played really well. As you can see, Liberty were up after the first quarter, handed back the league in the second quarter. Made a run in the third, but the Fever responded really well and then outscored them in the fourth as well. 102-88. New York, you have Breanna Stewart with 24 points, 10 of 14 from the line, 7 for 15 from the field. Kennedy Burke gets the start for Leonie Fibich, who is out due to Eurobasket, so she's going to be out the next 2 weeks. Much different being a starter than a reserve player. She finishes with only 3 points and missed all her threes. She was leading the league in 3-point percentage going into that game. Niara Sabally gets her second start of the season for the injured Jonquel Jones. She finishes 1 rebound shy of a double-double, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Did have 4 steals and 2 blocks. So she was doing really well on the defensive end. Sabrina Ionescu was trying to go shot for shot with Caitlin. She finishes with a game-high 34 points on 4 of 10 from 3, 11 for 20 from the field. And Natasha Cloud been struggling for these last couple games. 5 points, 0 for 4 from 3. The bench, you got 10 from Marie Johannes and 2 from Isabel Harrison. For the Indiana Fever, however, balanced scoring all around. 14 from Lexi Hull. Natasha Howard with 4, didn't really matter. Aaliyah Boston double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. You had Kelsey Mitchell with 22, and you had Caitlin Clark, of course, the team leader with 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists in her return. Hit 7 threes, tying her career high. Taking a look at the comments really quickly. Mason says, can't wait to see CC dominate Minnesota. Well, we'll see. Brandon, I wouldn't do anything with Jewel on points right now. Where do you as long as they can run offense through CC, Indiana Fever is unstoppable. For the bench of the Indiana Fever, Sophie Cunningham, 5 points and 5 fouls. Sid Colson was a revelation off the bench, 10 points, 5 for Dantas, and Timpson and Turner only played like 30 seconds. Okay, and last but not least from the games yesterday, Seattle versus Golden State. Golden State Valkyries, a surprise team. Everybody was like, "Oh, what are they doing? They released my favorite player. They don't have no plan." They got a plan. Golden State moves back into a 500 record, 5-5. They knock off the Seattle Storm 76-70 last night. For the Storm, Gabby Williams 9 points, 6 for Agumake. You had Ezzy with 10 points, Skylar Diggins with 21, and Wheeler with 6. 11 off the bench for Alicia Clark. The rookie Dom Malonga finishes with 2 points, and she only played 5 minutes. And if we look at the Golden State Valkyries, I don't know how they keep doing it. Kayla Thornton, I miss you on the Liberty. 22 points, 12 rebounds. This is her 3rd straight double-double. She's never done that in her career, so salute to KT. Steph Talbot with 4, 16 for Temi Fagbenle. Temi's actually about to go to Eurobasket to play with Team Great Britain, so they're going to be missing her again. This team is missing a lot of players due to Eurobasket, but they found a way to win. Burton with 8. Carla Lake, the French woman, she's not going to Eurobasket. She finishes with 14. Off the bench, Kate Martin with 5, Amahir with 2, Billings with 5, and Powers, Ariel Powers, who signed on a hardship, a rest of season contract, excuse me, she has none. She had none. Brandon says, so lower you think? For second half points and rebounds and assists, you think she'll make more or less than 13.5? She's been getting a lot of rebounds, not too much assists, but points. She's very streaky. She had 9 points in that first quarter, but didn't really shoot that much in the second quarter. In the first half, but didn't shoot much in that second quarter. JP says Valks is such a fun underdog to root for. I have to agree, I should say. Have to agree. Like watching the Valkyries play. All right, so that's a recap on the games that took place yesterday. Now, let's take a look into the future. So, let me go back here. If it will let me. So, remember, as I told you guys, there are no games tomorrow. No games tomorrow because everybody's playing on Tuesday for the final games of the Commissioner's Cup. Probably just one team isn't playing. There's 13 teams in the league now, so one team probably isn't playing. So starting at 7 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV, you got the Sun versus the Fever. If the Fever win, if the Fever win and the Liberty lose to the Dream, then the Atlanta Dream are number 1. If the Fever win and the Liberty beat the Dream, then the Fever are into the Commissioner's Cup final. So those 2 games will be very important. I think in Indiana will beat Connecticut, but Atlanta and New York will be interesting. At 8 o'clock, you have the Mystics versus Chicago. That has nothing. That has no Commissioner's Cup implications. Vegas versus Minnesota. That could be interesting as well. Because if the Aces beat the Minnesota Lynx on Tuesday and the Seattle Storm end up beating the Los Angeles Sparks, we could have a tie for that number 1 seed in the Commissioner's Cup. It's going to get interesting because Golden State is also 3-2. So if Golden State beats Dallas, Seattle beats the Sparks, and Minnesota loses to Vegas, then we have a 3-way tie at 4-2 in the Commissioner's Cup. And then I think it's going to turn into a point differential. So currently Minnesota has the biggest point differential. So they still are they still have the upper hand. So that's something to be on the lookout for. So I'll be on all night, really, to cover all these games. So make sure you guys are subscribed. You have those noti bells on. So once I go live, you guys will be with me all evening long to cover the final day of the Commissioner's Cup group stage. Then if we keep looking at the rest of the schedule, on Wednesday, We have the Mercury versus the Sun, so the Sun play a back-to-back. Yeah, the Mercury is the team that won't play. So Sun played the Mercury on a back-to-back. Alyssa Thomas goes back to Connecticut to face her former team. And then on Thursday, oh no, I won't be doing this game Thursday. I just recognized, I know somebody was asking me if I'll be here Thursday. No, I'll actually be in at the Liberty game. I forgot they were playing at home. So I'll be at that Liberty game on Thursday. So no watch along on Thursday, because by the time I get home, this game will probably be halfway done. And then we look to Friday. Friday, there's 3 games on Ion, of course. Mystics versus Dream. They played today already. Dallas versus Connecticut. That's where Connecticut got. That's where Dallas got their one and only win of the season. And Page returned to Connecticut. And Seattle and Vegas. So those are the 3 games on Friday. If you look at Saturday's schedule, you got the Mercury versus the Sky on ABC. And then you got the Sparks versus the Lynx on NBA TV. So that's the schedule for the rest of the week. Looking at that schedule, the only games I'll probably be streaming on Tuesday, Wednesday this week. I'll be at the game on Thursday, so no stream and no stream Friday and Saturday. Have a wedding on Saturday to attend. So we'll probably be back on Sunday. Yeah, definitely on Sunday. Liberty on the road to face the Seattle Storm. I'll be streaming that game. Cicely said to do a live check-in for the Liberty game. The service in Barclays is so terrible because Barclays is technically built underground. Like the lower bowl is built underground. So the cell service in there and the Wi-Fi is not the most consistent. But I do be sometimes chatting in the Discord. Discord link is in the description and it's on the screen here. I sometimes try to post pictures or have some commentary there in the Discord if you want to chat about the game. But that is that. All right. So, third quarter about to start. Thanks for hanging with me for the halftime report. Appreciate you guys hanging around. Thanks for hanging with me for the halftime report. Let me get my game leaders bug up so we can keep an eye on that. This should be good and loaded now. Turn my headphone back on so I can keep an ear on that. Discord server is free. For not familiar with Discord, it's just a place where people can communicate. It's like something like a chat room if you're from that time in technology when chat rooms were cool. I remember those days. AIM and video chats like Uvu and them things. If you know, you know. BlackBerry Messenger and all that. Ball and play here with the Phoenix Mercury. 43-39. Kalia Copper, let's see if she can have a better second half. This is only her first game back. Has to get her win back, her touch and feel back for basketball. Oh, good hands by Jewel Lloyd on the steal. Jewel Lloyd, 1-2, layup is good. So Jewel Lloyd turns defense to offense immediately. And it's a 2-point game, 43-41. Thomas with the ball. Thomas, hand off to Copper. Copper comes off the screen, going right, pulls up for the midi, and Kalia Copper has her first field goal of the season. 45-41, Kalia Copper, a mid-range assassin when she's feeling it. Kalia Copper, former Chicago Sky player. This is her second season with the Mercury. Ball up. Jewel Lloyd for 3, misses. Satu with the rebound. That's her 7th. And Sabali dribbles it off her foot. That's 2 turnovers here already by the Mercury in this quarter. Jackie Young with the ball. Over to Chelsea Gray, who gets bumped, hangs, hits, fouled, and won. Chelsea Gray going to the line for the 3-point play to make this a 1 1-point game. Yeah, that's a foul by Akoa Makani. So Chelsea Gray at the line. She's up to 13 points, going for 14, and she rattles it in. So Chelsea Gray with 14 points here to make it a 1-point game. Ball in play with Satu. Satu, hezzy dribble. Foul line, jump shot is up, and Satu knocks it down. Satu Sabali up to 20 points for Satu Sabali. 20 points, 7 rebounds for the German out of Oregon University. Former #1 overall pick. Jackie Young hangs and passes it to Tiffany Mitchell, who's in the paint. They trap her. She throws a bullet pass out of bounds. Great trap there by the Phoenix Mercury. 47-44 Mercury basketball. Akoa Makani, quiet night for her. As to be expected now that they have all three of their guns back. Akoa Makani fakes the pass, mid-range jump shot, too much spin on it. In and out. Rebound to Stokes. Gets it over to Jackie. Jackie comes off the screen. Rescreen there. Goes to her left. Jackie Young spins and picks up her dribble. Nowhere to go. Gets it to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray. Foul line jump shot is up. And Chelsea Gray, she's feeling it. The mid-range jump shot is working tonight for Chelsea. Back to a 1-point game. She's up to 16 points. Kalia Copper tries to answer with a 3. And Ka knocks down her first 3 of the season. And she's talking now. She's 50-46. Kalia Copper now up to 7 points here. Jackie over to Mitchell, and they call a foul there by Akoa Makani. Yeah, foul on Akoa Makani. Somebody sent a tweet out. Welcome back, Ka Copper. Ball in play here with the Aces. And it's a jump ball here between Chelsea Gray and Satu Sabali with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Kirsten Bell checks in for the Las Vegas Aces for Tiffany Mitchell. So Satu has the size advantage. Satu wins, and Chelsea Gray doesn't even jump, so that's a violation there. Oh, Kia Stokes moved, so that's why they automatically give it to the Mercury. Ball in play. Liz says she was fire in Unrivaled. Yeah, she was. Chelsea Gray was a beast in Unrivaled. They end up winning the chip. Alyssa Thomas. Oh, what a pass to Ka Copper. And Ka has had the last 7 points here for the Mercury. She's starting to feel it. Alyssa Thomas being a point forward. Kalia being a slasher. It's a match made in heaven here. 52-46. Jackie Young gets downhill. Bounce pass to Kia Stokes. Goes up and gets blocked. Kia Stokes has no hand. She fumbled the easy bounce pass. Gave enough time for the Mercury to recover. So, Aces to inbound. They get it into Jackie, who's under the basket. Gets blocked from behind by Kat Westbelt. Satu with the ball. Running in transition. Oh, good hezzy on Kia Stokes. Gets downhill. Draws the foul. And she'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. So Satu will go to the line for 2 free throws here. She's made all 6 so far. Knocks down the first. Satu at the line, the game's leading scorer here. Second free throw is up and down. Satu up to 22 points and 8 rebounds here. Satu Sabali been putting in work for the Phoenix Mercury. Been there, ironically, has been their healthiest player. She's been dealing with health issues um, for a majority of her career, and she's been the healthiest person here so far. Jackie Young, step through move, throws it up to Kia Stokes. Kia has to throw it up. It's a shot clock violation. Solid defense there by the Mercury. So it's an 8-point game. The Aces got it down to 1. It's back up to 8. 11th turnover of the game for the Aces. Substitutions. Janelle, salute for the super chat. Mercury win. We'll see. Appreciate the super chat. Alyssa Thomas with the ball. Over to Ka Copper. Ka misses the mid-range jump shot. Rebound to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray into the lane. Throws it out to Jewel Lloyd. Wide open for 3. Jewel knocks down the 3. So Jewel Lloyd with 5 points here in this third quarter, excuse me. It's 54-49. Alyssa Thomas comes off the screen. Oh, ball gets deflected on the pass. It's a steal. Jackie Young picks up the loose ball. Jackie Young over to Chelsea. Chelsea pump fakes. Steps in. Mid-range. In and out. Rebound to Satu. And Satu's 1 rebound away from a double-double here. Satu walks into a 3. Satu for 3. Off the back rim. Rebound to Stokes. Stokes over to Young. Young over to Bell. Bell trying to get into this game here. Back to Young. Young over to Chelsea Gray, left-hand side. Gets the screen from Stokes. Keeps her dribble alive. Chelsea Gray, mid-range jump shot too strong. Tipped out by Kia Stokes. And it will go back to the Mercury. All right, so we have a break in the action here. Might be a timeout. Officials timeout. 4:48 to go here. Mercury up 54-49. Oh, I forgot. I'm not even running my clock. I gotta get used. Keep forgetting to run my clock. So it's 4:48 to go. To be exact, I'll run the clock in the meantime. 4:48 to go. TTV says easy win for the Merc. They're about to pull away. Listen, can't count out the aces. Cannot count out the aces. Granted, this Wings team, this Mercury team is not the Wings where they can just come back like that. But Mercury are looking pretty comfortable. The lead got down to 1, and they were able to fight back and push it back up. Right? So we're in a timeout right now. I'm just running my clock down to get it to the appropriate time. 4:48 to go in this third quarter. Scoring is pretty even. Mercury outscoring the Aces 11-10 in this quarter. Oh, there we go. Reach where I needed to be. We could take a quick look at the box score while we wait. So as you see, Satu. Oh, this isn't refreshed. This says 18 still. Let's refresh this. So we got Phoenix 22-9 for Satu Sabali. She's made 3 threes. Alyssa Thomas with 8 points, 8 assists. She has 6 turnovers, almost a triple-double. Kat Westbell with none. None for Monica Cole-Makani. 9 for Clea Copper. She has 7 in this quarter alone. Got her first 3 and her first 2 of her season in that quarter. The bench was about to sub in before they had the timeout, so we'll see what they do. Jackie Young up to 15 points. You got 16 for Chelsea Gray with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. 14 for Jewel Lloyd. None for Kia Stokes. 4 for Mitchell. And their bench has not scored. Ball in play here with the Mercury. So the bench is in right now. You have Held, Laxa, Whitcomb, Thomas, and Mack. Thomas out to Laxa. She can do this for 3. Laxa too strong. And rebound to the Aces. Gray over to Young. Young with the ball. Over to Lloyd, top of the key. Guarded by Whitcomb. Left side to Gray. Gray gets the screen from Kitley. Kitley. Oh, good hands by Mack. Mack steals that pass from Gray. And Thomas gets it over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb, fastest release I've ever seen. And she hits the 3. Sammy Whitcomb. Former Seattle Storm. Former New York Liberty. She's been shooting 3s for a long, long time. 57-49. Jackie Young with the ball. Over to Bell. Bell pump fakes. Goes right. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Kitley. Kitley recovers it. 2 on the clock. Kirsten Bell has to get it up. And they wave it off. But they're going to review it. They're going to review it, but I don't think she got it off in time. 57-49. That is the current score. They're going to see if that basket counts. But Kirsten Bell knocked it down. Alyssa Thomas with the ball. Alyssa Thomas, handoff to Held. Held for 3. Held knocks down the 3. So back-to-back 3s here for the Mercury. It's 60-49. And Becky Hammond calls a timeout again. Lexi Held, a revelation for the Phoenix Mercury. Out of DePaul. I think she was drafted by the Chicago Sky at one point. Didn't make their roster whenever she was drafted. And somehow makes it with the Phoenix Mercury. And she's had some big games for them so far. I got to salute Nate Tibbetts, man. He has this team working. He has this team clicking. People were questionable of his appointment as coach, but he's been playing really, really well. I mean, he's been coaching really, really well, for this Mercury team, even when they've been undermanned. So Lexi Held out of DePaul, 5'10". She had her career high the other day. Where's the points? Oh, game log. That's what I need. She had a career high 24 points against the Valkyries on June 5th. So she's been playing really well. I mean, her role is going to go down now that a lot of the starters for the Mercury are coming back, in Kalia Copper and Alyssa Thomas and Natasha Mack. So, but she has to make most of her minutes. Oh, she doesn't get it off in time. They're showing the replay on Bell. It's still in her hand. That shot isn't going to count for Kirsten Bell. Yeah, that's still in her hand. Clearly still in her hand. So the score will remain at 60-49. 60-49. 60-49. Is that Tank? It looks like Tank is courtside there. Tank the singer. Thought we had a hit. Hey, I thought the Aces but I don't know. This Aces team is confusing. What was the line on this game? Those who be betting. What was the this is the live odds. Pregame odds. Phoenix were 4.5-point favorites. So you're in good shape if you did that. Jackie Young tries to inbound, gets it into Chelsea Gray in the corner. That might have been a travel. Oh, it goes behind the back pass. Stupid pass, but Bell saves it right to Young. Young almost loses it. Over to Bell. Bell for 3. And Kirsten Bell knocks down the 3. A crazy broken play. Chelsea Gray throws a behind the back pass from the corner. It goes all the way to the other corner. Bell saves it to Young, who gives it back to Bell, who knocks down the three. It's 60-52. Sammy over to Thomas. Kitley gets a hand on it, but she can't save it as it goes out of bounds. All right, so Mercury to inbound. They get it into Mac. Mac hand off to Satu. Satu comes up the screen going right. Satu in and out. Out to Held. Held. Top of the key. Three. Misses. Rebound goes to Gray. And they call a foul there on the Mercury in the backcourt. So Chelsea Gray rebounding like a center. She's up to 7 rebounds here. 3 away from a double-double with rebounds. Ball in play here with Gray. 60-52. Left hand side gets it to Young. Young's been a little quiet here. Can't even lie. Young gets it down to Kitley in the post. And a foul there by Satu on the reach in. Two fouls on Satu. It is Ace's ball still. Jackie Young to inbound, gets it into Gray. Gray comes off the screen going right. Chelsea Gray loses the ball, recovers it over to Aaliyah Nye. Aaliyah Nye, mid-range jump shot, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Whitcomb tips it to Mac, over to Held. Held with the ball, middle of the floor. She wants a clear out here with Bell. Oh, good Hezzy, gets to the right, picks up her dribble. Drops it down to Satu. It goes off of Jackie Young's feet and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mercury. 11 to go on the shot clock. Ball and play to Mac. 10 on the clock. Hands off to Lexi. Held. Held comes off the screen. Goes baseline. Stops. Reverse. Jump shot is up. Off the rim. Fight for the rebound. It somehow finds its way to Whitcomb. Whitcomb for 3. And she misses. Bell skies for the rebound. Oh, she almost traveled. Kirsten Bell gets down the hill. Oh, tries to drop it off to Kitley. And almost travels. Young over to Kitley. Kitley baseline jump shot. Fight for the rebound. Mac gets it. 8-point game. Still a minute 30 to go. Satu with the ball. Satu for a lefty. She likes to go right a lot. Satu walks into a 3. Back rims it. Chelsea Gray with another rebound. That's 8. Chelsea Gray over to Young. Back to Chelsea. Chelsea tries to come off her screen, going to her love. Chelsea gets into the paint. That one leg fall away is up and good. Chelsea Gray. Big shot needed for them. And it's a 6-point game. 18 points for Chelsea. Sammy Whitcomb, left to right crossover. Cross-court pass to Laxa. Back to Satu. Back to Laxa for 3. And she's been cold since the first quarter. Shots have just been too strong. 60-54. Jackie Young pump fakes for 3. 40 seconds to go here. Back to Chelsea. Chelsea wants the screen. Gets it from Kitley. Chelsea with the ball gets trapped. Oh, no look to Kitley. Kitley gets it. Gets blocked from behind by Held. What a help defense there by Alexi Held. 60-54. 23 seconds to go here. About a 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lexi Held calls for the screen. She comes off the screen, going to the right. They leave her open for 3. Held off the back rim. Rebound to Laxa. Laxa pulls up for a midi and she misses. She didn't have to shoot. She could have just waited for the last shot, but Gray with the rebound. Gray pulls into a 3. Grazes the rim, and that's how the quarter ends. So you're at the end of 3. Mercury 60. Aces 54. 1 quarter to go here in this one. All right, let's take a quick look at the box score. Jeez, nose is itching. Sorry about that, y'all. 60 to 50, 60 to 54. End of the third. Mercury outscored their aces 17 to 15 in that quarter. As you can see, the win probability is 75% in favor of the Mercury. The live odds now are 5.5. The point spread is 5.5. The over under live is 152.5. Pre-game it was 164.5. So if you bet that under 164, currently you're looking in good shape. For Phoenix, Satu leading the way with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 1 away from a double-double, knocks down 3 threes. Alyssa Thomas with 8 points, 10 assists, 6 turnovers, so she's almost on triple-double watch there. Kat Westbell, no points. Okoa Makani, no points, 9 for Kalia Copper. She's on a minutes restriction, as you can tell. Only played 13 minutes so far. Sammy Whitcomb off the bench with 11 points. 4 for Kit Laxa, 3 for Lexa Held, and 3 for Natasha Mack. Mercury still struggling from 3, 29% from 3, 37% from the field. They only have 10 turnovers. They had like 5 or so at the end of the first, or somewhere around those numbers. For the Vegas Aces, Jackie Young still stuck at 15. She's 4 for 12. Tiff Mitchell with 4, none for Stokes, 18 for Chelsea Gray, and 14 for Jewel Lloyd. Their bench, Kirsten Bell's 3 was the only points their bench has in that last quarter. Was the only points their bench has scored in this game. They're shooting 38% from the field, 38.9% from 3, 90% from the line. Did 9 of 10, and they have 11 turnovers as a team. Turnovers. Snowman, salute. What's good? Hope all is well. Let's see what the Pacers can do, and then in the next game, they really smoked that last one away. That was theirs to go up 3-1. Now it's 2-2. It's back to a brand new series. 60 to 54 over in Las Vegas. Back for the fourth quarter. Snowman says I'll have that call tomorrow night, and I think the Pacers still games 5 and 6. Got you. Salute to Snowman. If you want to join a watch along for the NBA Finals for sports in general, make sure you subscribe to Snowman's channel. Make sure you subscribe. All right, fourth quarter is started in favor of the Las Vegas Aces. So we have Evans, Nye, Bell, Kitley, and there's one more player I can't see. And they call a moving screen here, and there's Chelsea Gray is the other player. Moving screen there by Liz Kitley on Kalia Copper. Ball in play here with the Mercury. Can they hold on for a win here? Kalia Copper with the ball. Attacks the rookie. Tries to step through, and they call an offensive foul. I think Aaliyah Nye gets popped in the mouth there by Copper. And she's down. She's holding her nose there. So Aaliyah Nye is down on the floor after taking Kalia Copper was trying to go through the lane and it hits Nye right in the face with an elbow. So she's laying on the floor and the medical staff is assisting her. Oh yeah. Catches that elbow right there. Offensive foul on Copper. Aaliyah Nye still on the floor. I think the crowd just saw the replay there. Yeah, she took a shot, direct shot, elbow right to the bridge of the nose there. I think she's standing up. I hear the crowd clapping. The foul was called an offensive foul by Copper. Probably the initial shock, but she's up on her face. So Aaliyah Nice holding her own. She was in a little bit of foul trouble early. But Aaliyah 9 now with still with only 3 fouls. She's gonna go to the locker room. They're just gonna check her out to make sure everything is okay. With concussion protocol and them things. She's gonna shoot free throws. I'm a little confused there. Do they call it? Oh, they upgraded it to a flagrant. That's why. So she was going to the locker room, but since if she doesn't shoot the flagrant free throw, she can't come back into the game. So they have her come back out. She's probably gonna shoot the free throws and then go back to the locker room. So Aaliyah Nye at the line, looking to be the second bench player to score tonight, and she knocks down the first. Aaliyah Nye, rookie out of Alabama, knocks down both free throws. So it's now a 4-point game again. The Aces have kept getting close, but they just haven't gotten over the hump. Evans with the ball. Evans gets it to Lloyd. Lloyd guarded by Copper. Lloyd gets it to Bell somehow. Back up top to Evans. Evans 13 on the clock. Evans back to Bell. Bell pump fakes. Step back over to Kitley. Kitley tries to get it, but Musa with the steal gets it over to Cat Westbeld. Westbeld slows it down over to Held. Held top of the key calls out the play here. Held tries to go right. Gets the screen going left, but rejects it. Back to the right. Hell gets to the foul line, looking for somebody. She pump fakes, gets it to Copper with 5 on the clock. Copper with the pump fake. Copper for 3, misses. Fight for the rebound. Musa tips it, and they call it over the back there by Musa. And it'll go to the Aces. So 8:48 to go. It's Aces ball down 4. Mercury are leading the rebounding battle 30-27 here. Evans with the ball. Evans over to Kitley, top of the key. Handoff to Gray. Gray steps back for a 3. Oh, and misses. Bell with the offensive rebound and foul there by Cat Westbeld. Looked like Cat Westbeld got punched in the eye. She got like a black eye a little bit. Oh, hand was on the ball there. I don't know if they're gonna review that. I think the Coach Tibbetts is gonna save his challenge. Bell first free throw is up and good. 3-point game. Second free throw is up and rattles in. So Aces climbing back. It's a 2-point game now. Satu and Alyssa are on the bench right now. So it's really the bench and Kalia Copper in the game right now. Kalia Copper back to Held. Held for 3. They need it. And she doesn't deliver. Rebound to Kitley. And Kyle almost gets the steal. But Chelsea Gray has it. Gray with the ball. Gray wants to ISO Musa. Oh, left to right crossover. Gets downhill. But Cat Westbell with the steal. Right out of her hands. Cat Westbell attacks. Left hand layup gets fouled by Lloyd. Cat Westbell picks Chelsea's Gray's pocket. So Kat Westbeld at the line, and she misses the first. Yeah, Art. Chelsea doing too much. She trying to. This ain't 3-on-3. There is help defense there. There is help defense. So you can't just be tween and try to go. They know what you want to do. She was playing in the paint, ripped it right out of her hands. Westbell for the second free throw, and she knocks it down. No free pizza for the people in Vegas on 2 missed free throws. So 61-58, Alyssa Thomas has checked back in, so they get another one of their starters in. Probably trying to get Satu some more minutes. Dana Evans down the lane and scores. It's back to a 1-point game, 61-60. Held with the ball. Held. Crossover on Dana, gets into the paint, over to Thomas. Thomas, push shot from the foul line is good. That unorthodox release from Alyssa Thomas. 2 torn labrums, and she's still getting it done. Oh, Alyssa Thomas in the paint, fight for the ball. Gray, over to Bell. Bell, can she hit another 3? Misses, and Westbell with the rebound. 3-point game here. This got pretty interesting here. The last couple of watch-alongs have been pretty good, y'all. Can't even lie to you. Spin move. Oh, Alyssa Thomas spin move on Stokes and scores. Alyssa Thomas, that was filthy. Left Kia Stokes standing still like the mannequin challenge over there. And we have a foul there by Talia Copper trying to fight over that screen. Alyssa Thomas attacks Kia Stokes, spin move left to right, and scores. And lays it right in. Kia Stokes, where you going? 5-time All-Star Alyssa Thomas out of Maryland. University of Maryland, that is. Gray gets it into Evans. Evans attacks, gets into the paint. She likes that one-leg floater, and she knocks it down from the foul line. Dana Evans with the basket. 3-point game here, 65-62. Alyssa Thomas with the ball. Over to Sammy Whitcomb. Back to Alyssa. Back to Sammy. Sammy, mid-range jump shot. Oh, Sammy Whitcomb going right. Hits right. She's been, what's Sammy up to now? Sammy's up to 13 here for the Phoenix Mercury. 67-62. Over to Kirsten Bell. Kirsten Bell for 3, and she hits. Offenses are flowing right now. Kirsten Bell, 2 threes in this game. It's back to a 2-point game. 67-65. Thomas coming down the lane. She tries to spin move again. Dive on the floor, and Jewel Lloyd gets it to Gray. Gray over to Bell. Bell over to Gray. Gray walks into a 3 for the lead. Short. Kia Stokes with the rebound. Lloyd over to Evans. Evans for the lead. Evans misses and Satu with the rebound. Wow. The roof would have went off that place if she would have knocked that down. Thomas over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb comes off the screen going right. Probing into the lane. One leg fall away over Stokes. Oh, Sammy Whitcomb is hooping. Sammy Whitcomb, one-legged fall-away jump shot over Stokes. Sammy Whitcomb up to 15 points off the bench. Approaching 5.5 to go here. Offenses are nobody can stop each other right now. Evans with the ball. She carried though. Oh, they call an offensive foul. It looked like a carry, but we have a break in play here. Offenses are cooking right now. Mercury still holding on to the lead, 69-64. 5:25 to go in the 4th quarter. Take a look at the box scores, people. Salute to everybody still hanging around. All 60 of you on the YouTube, make sure you leave a like on the stream. It helps the channel out tremendously. Subscribe if you're new here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. 69-65 is the current score in the 4th quarter. Just had a timeout there. Let me see by who. By the Aces. The Aces are actually outscoring the Mercury 11-9 in this quarter so far, but the Mercury do have the 4-point lead. For Phoenix, Satu Sabli just checked back in. She's up to 22-9. Alyssa Thomas with a double-double, 12 points, 11 assists. Kat Westbeld with 1, 9 for Copper, none for Okoa Makani. Off the bench, Held with 3, 4 for Laxa, 15 for Sammy Whitcomb, 3 for Natasha Mack. For Vegas, you got Young with 15. She's been quiet ever since the first half. 18 for Gray, 14 for Lloyd. Their bench, you got 2 from Nye, 8 from Bell, and 4 from Evans. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Yeah, it's been a good game so far. Aces hanging around, though. Aces are hanging around. Let's see if the Mercury can put them to bed here with the starters all the starters coming back in. Sammy Whitcomb's come alive in this fourth quarter. Sammy's up to 15 points in this game on 6 of 9 shooting off the bench. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, this game is on League Pass. If you did want to watch it live, it is on League Pass. But I appreciate you guys tuning in here. If you don't want to hear biased commentators that the Aces got, Carolyn Peck and another shorty. Appreciate you guys tuning in over here. Been a good game so far. That's one thing I will not deny. All right, broadcast is coming back on. Salute to everybody still hanging around. Last game of the WNBA slate today. This game could have some Commissioner's Cup implications if the Mercury moved to 4-2. Alyssa Thomas gets to ball to Copper, and Copper scores. I looked over at my other screen for a second, and they scored. 71-65 is the score here. No matter what run the Aces go on, the Mercury always find a way to respond. Jewel Lloyd with the ball. She's been quiet. Jewel Lloyd throws up a shot. Terrible attempt. And then Kia Stokes gets the rebound and loses it. Copper with the ball now. Copper in and out dribble. Gets into the middle of the paint. Copper, hezzy dribble. Out to Thomas. Thomas up top to Satu. Satu with 22. Satu over to Thomas. Thomas up top to Whitcomb. Whitcomb's been cooking. Whitcomb, hezzy dribble. Tries to step through off one leg. Oh, it almost goes in. Stokes with the rebound. Chelsea Gray 1 rebound away from a double-double with a rebound. She has 18 points and 9 rebounds. Jewel Lloyd with the ball. Cross court. And gets bailed out there. Okoa Makani almost had the steal. Chelsea Gray puts her body right in the way and draws the foul. She hasn't had the best offensive game today. Oh, the Aces are in the bonus here. So the Aces will be shooting free throws the remaining 4:16 of this game. Quarter, I should say. First free throw is up, and Chelsea rattles it in. She's up to 19. All right. Second free throw is up, and Chelsea Gray knocks down the second. So it's 71-67 here. 4:16 to go. AT with the ball. AT hand off to Whitcomb. Whitcomb into the paint. Whitcomb goes up. Left hand layup too strong. Thomas gets the offensive rebound. Resets out to Satu. Back to Alyssa. Right side of the floor. Alyssa hand off to Okoa Makani. Foul line jump shot. And she misses. Rebound to Stokes, who gets it to Gray. Over to Bell. Back to Gray. Gray over to Jackie Young. Can she hit one? She's been quiet. She misses. Fight for the rebound. Thomas recovers it. She tries to dribble through traffic, and they call a kick ball there by the Aces. AT was about to be out of there. And we have a timeout right now. So 71, 67, 337 right now. 337 to go. And the Mercury have the 4-point advantage. We are in a timeout right now. Let's take another look at this. That is the current score. JV Wickham bleeding from the elbow on the bench. Oh, is she? I guess I missed that. Yeah, probably on that last play when she was trying to attack the basket, she probably got a cut on the elbow there. Daniel, my next watch along is Tuesday. The final day of the Commissioner's Cup group stage. I'll be on probably all evening from around 6:50 p.m. Eastern all the way through the last game. Yeah, Thesis Young hit the wall super hard. I thought she was on pace for like another 25, 30-point game, but she hasn't scored since like the second quarter. Jackie Young, 15 points on 4 of 13 shooting. Yeah, she has 15 points, 5 assists. Yeah, she's been very quiet. Very quiet. Salute to everybody still hanging around. Whatever questions you may have, I'm here to answer them. On this time we have left on the watch along. Appreciate you guys hanging around. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you are new. We're closing the gap to 1,000 subs on the channel. With your help, we can do it pretty soon. So they're focusing on Alyssa Thomas here. 12 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. Had a couple nice spin moves here as well. All right, so let's see what the Mercury can do here. Ball in play here with the Mercury. Alyssa Thomas at the elbow. Alyssa Thomas, handoff to Sammy. That two-woman game has been working. Back to Sammy. Sammy wide open for 3. Oh, short. But Akoa Makani gets the offensive rebound. Almost said offensive. And they don't reach. Oh, a timeout called by Nate Tibbetts. Jeez. We just had a timeout break. One play and then another timeout break. They'll probably stay here. They probably won't go back to a commercial, so they'll probably stay here on the broadcast. $71-67. Mercury on top. This is their final Commissioner's Cup game. If they win this game, they will finish 4-2 in Commissioner's Cup. They're gonna need a miracle to have a chance at that championship game. But their wins have been against the Wings, the Valkyries, the Sparks, and they've lost to the Storm and the Lynx. Thomas, salute. Thanks for no problem. Appreciate you finding the channel and watching. I know it's hard to access some of these games, and especially if you're out on the go, you can't have time to sit there and just have the game on your phone or whatever device. So that is what this channel is for. Chat some W hoops and to expound some of the access. While we have a break, make sure you also subscribe to the highlights channel. Oh, we're coming back from break here. I'll put it at the next stoppage we have. I'll post that in the channel. Satu with the ball. She's been quiet since she got her 22nd point. She attacks Jackie Young, attacks the paint, and can't get it to go. A rebound to Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes with 11 rebounds, so I can't hate on her today too much. She's been non-existent on offense, but she does have 11 rebounds, which are big. Chelsea Gray trying to attack the rookie. Shoots the fall away over her. Terrible shot. Kia Stokes tip rebound out to Bell, but then Bell passes it right to Held. Held gets it to Thomas. Thomas with the ball, slows it down. 2:40 to go here. Alyssa Thomas clears out the area. Thomas, they give her the space. She gets to the foul line. Out to Held. Held comes off the screen. Held, left hand dribble. Picks up her dribble. Cole McConney somehow gets it. Throws up the floater at the buzzer and misses. Stokes another rebound. Over to Jackie Young. This offense, I don't know what it really is. Jackie Young gets downhill, and that's a jump ball. Jump ball between Thomas and Young. So it's going to be a jump ball between Young and Thomas. So we'll see who's the winner of that one. All right. Jump ball is up, and they say it's Mercury basketball. It got tipped right out of bounds. And they're going to review this. So Becky Hammond is going to review this. Jackie saying she didn't touch it. Her coach, I guess, got confirmation, and they're going to challenge it. So they did the twirl, signaled the green light special. We have a challenge here. In the meantime, I'm going to post the player highlights channel here in the chat. I already got highlights up from the games earlier today, including Angel Reese's triple-double. Haley Van Lith, career high 16 points in the win against the Sun. And then Alicia Gray with her career high 32 points against the Washington Mystics. So all those highlights from the weekend and today so far are up on that channel. Subscribe if you like player highlights. It helps the channel out tremendously. I do put a lot of hours in on that channel. So I appreciate the support. The Aces have challenged this out of bounds call. So that's what we're on the wait for. Vicman said bad teams and a bunch of turnovers. Yeah. Turnovers. Let's see. You got 12 for Phoenix, 18 for Vegas. 18 turnovers for Vegas. Sheesh. Liz asks any word on Jonquel. She's supposed to play tomorrow. They said she'll play tomorrow unless any setbacks happen. JP says your highlights channel keeps me optimistic about the W, especially when games boring. Yeah. I mean, that's how I always used to search YouTube for player highlights, especially like with W players. Like you see this person had a certain game, and you're like, man, I want to go back and see that how she got those buckets. You type it on YouTube, can't find it. You have to go watch the whole game back. So that is my mission from this season onward. That's my mission from this season onward to get as many highlights of women's basketball, the W. I'm gonna do some Eurobasket highlights as well for players from the W who went over to play in Eurobasket. I'll get those up as well. I'll probably do some watch-alongs for those. Those are like middle of the day. I know people are at work and stuff. But when I can, I'll probably stream some of those games as well if I find it interesting. The Aces win that challenge, by the way. Daniel, yeah, I know you've been here for a while, my friend. I appreciate the support, bro. You've been here from damn near the beginning. Ryan, salute. Do I know Wilson's return time? Concussion is a iffy one, my friend. This is her second game missed. Jewel Lloyd for 3 and goes out of bounds. They haven't given a return time, but I'm assuming she'll probably miss the rest of this week's games, and she'll be back if all goes well next week. Yeah, Liz, we definitely need JJ. You seen what the the Fever were able to do to us yesterday without her interior presence. There might have been a travel there. They don't call it. Satu with the ball over to Thomas. Thomas into the paint, takes some contact, and scores over Jackie Young. Big basket there by Alyssa Thomas. She's come alive on the offensive end this fourth quarter, I should say. No, the second half. Oh, Jewel Lloyd responds with a three. He gets it back to a 3-point lead with 1:30 to go, people. 3-point game here. Let me sit up in my chair. When we got a good game, I got to sit up. Alyssa Thomas into the paint. Out to Whitcomb. Whitcomb for three. Oh, Sammy. Sammy Whitcomb up to 18 points off the bench. 4 threes in this game. 6-point lead. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Gray, snatch back dribble on Sammy, and they call a foul on Okoa Makani on Jackie Young. The aces are in the bonus, so they'll be shooting free throws. You can't leave Sammy Whitcomb. As soon as that ball touches her hand, that release is quick, quick, quick. The naturalized Australian citizen. Oh, yeah, her elbow's bleeding like crazy. Sammy Whitcomb, she plays for the Australian national team. This might be a season high for her. 18 points off the bench for Sammy Whitcomb. The Mercury challenged this call now. If they win this challenge, things could get bleak for the Aces. 1:12 to go. Yeah, Vic, man, of course. A super chat. If you so choose. If you so choose, my friend. Appreciate that. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's Father's Day in the US. I don't know if it's Father's Day internationally, but it is Father's Day in the US. So hope all the fathers have enjoyed their day or are enjoying their day. Rosales said washout. It was a washout where you are. They're still reviewing this call to see if it was Yeah, I'm not sure. I think super chats. I think you have to link. You can link something to the. Yeah, Jackie's holding her arm. They're gonna overturn that. Jackie is over here hooking Okoa Makani's arm, so that's gonna get returned. You have PayPal. I could give you my PayPal. Hold on, if that makes it easier for you. My PayPal. I haven't been on PayPal. I haven't used my PayPal in a minute. They're still reviewing this call. You guys not missing a thing. Yeah, Beulah. What's up, Beulah? Yeah, but they have the tiebreak here since they beat us. That's why that game was so important yesterday. But it is what it is. It is what it is. If you know, you know. So the Mercury win that challenge. As after I saw the replay, it was pretty expected. My phone freezing up. Stupid phone. I need to upgrade. Jackie trying to plead her case to the referee. And he's listening intently. A minute 13 to go in this game. 76-70. Ball in play with the Mercury. One basket could be the dagger here. Sammy Whitcomb been absolutely on fire this second half. 1:02 to go. I started my clock. Sammy over to Thomas. That 2-woman game between Sammy and Alyssa Thomas has been working. Thomas with the ball. Hand off to Sammy. Sammy with 5 on the clock. Gets downhill. Hook pass to Thomas. Thomas hook shot off the back of the rim and misses. Oh, Okoa Makani with the deflection and another possession here for the Mercury. That could probably put the nail in the coffin here. Satu out to Thomas. Thomas with 3. Over to Sammy. Sammy for the dagger. Oh, she misses the easiest shot. And a timeout called by Becky Hammond. Sammy Whitcomb misses the easiest 3-point shot. That could have been the dagger, but it gives the Aces a little bit of life here with 30.9 seconds to go. Oh yeah, JP. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I got so distracted by what was going on. There we go. PayPal. Show to pay. How can I do that? I feel like a boomer right now. I feel like a boomer. Yeah, it's Ace's ball right now. My PayPal username. I guess I could do it that way. Share my profile. Oh, I don't know. But it is Ace's ball. Let's get back to the action. Ace's ball, 6-point game, 30 seconds. Chelsea Gray, cross court pass to Jackie. Jackie tries to throw it back cross court, gets deflected out of bounds by the Mercury. It stays with the Aces. 28 seconds to go here. And we have another timeout here. They're going to try and draw up another play. So we have another timeout here, people. Another timeout. Right, so they're showing the standings on the stream right now on the broadcast. Minnesota at 10-1, the Liberty at 9-1, Atlanta at 8-3, Phoenix in 4th place at 7-4, Vegas in 5th at 5-4, Seattle at 6-5, Indiana in 7th at 5-5, and the Valkyries at 4-5. They keep pausing to draw up some plays. The Aces called a timeout there after that first play was a fail, to be completely frank with you. Yeah, I mean, I want the Liberty win against the Dream. It doesn't do anything for Commissioner's Cup unless the Sun pull out a miracle and beat the Fever. But of course, you got to still win to keep your record up, since it counts double. Ball and play with Stokes. Stokes over to Gray. They don't have a lot of time. Gets it to Lloyd. Lloyd pump fakes, reset, shoots over Satu. Barely grazes the rim. Fight for the rebound. Lloyd taps it. It goes off a Mercury player over to Gray. Gray over to Nye. Nye over to Stokes. Stokes for 3. And she misses. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound. 9 seconds to go. They're not going to foul. And they do foul. And this is over, people. Vic Man said WNBA is like Puerto Rican basketball. A lot of interruptions. That's basketball in the States in general. Ball and play here. Hope they don't foul. They just let it die. And that is it. They don't foul anymore, and that's the game, people. The Phoenix Mercury get the win, 76-70. They finished their Commissioner's Cup 4-2. Solid return for Kalia Copper. I'm gonna update the the records on my broadcast. So Mercury moved to 8-4 on the season. They finished the Commissioner's Cup 4-2. The Aces dropped down to 500. They're at 5-5. They moved to 2-3 in the Commissioner's Cup. Let's take a look at the box score before we head out of here. All right, so final score 76-70. 76-70. In the first quarter, it was tied 20-20. Second quarter 23-19. Salute, Daniel. Appreciate you, my friend. The Mercury outscored the Aces 17-15 in the third, and it was tied 16 apiece in the fourth. Satu Sabali finishes with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 1 rebound shy of a double-double. 14 and 13 for Alyssa Thomas, 7 turnovers, does have 6 rebounds. Kat Westbell and Nicole McConney didn't do anything offensively. They got a couple deflections and steals. Kalia Copper, 11 in her first game back from the leg injury, the knee injury. Off the bench, Sammy Whitcomb, salute to her, 18 points off the bench. Hit some big shots in that fourth quarter. Lexa Hell with 3, Laxa with 4, 3 from Mac, none from Musa. They shoot 38% from the field, which is pretty bad. 28% from 3, which is worse. 91% from the line, which is good. All right, Liz, salute. JP, salute. Salute to the Pacers as well. For the Aces, Jackie Young at halftime with 15, finishes the game with 15. Who's my friend that bet under 20 on Jackie? You pull it off somehow, some way. 4 for Tiffany Mitchell, none for Stokes, but does have 14 rebounds. 20 and 10 rebounds for Chelsea Gray. 17 for Jewel Lloyd with 6 rebounds. Off their bench, Leah Nye with 2, 8 for Kirsten Bell, and 4 for Dana Evans. They shoot 35 and almost 36% from the field, 32% from 3. They go 15 for 16 from the line. They finished the game with 19 turnovers. That you're not going to win too many games having 19 turnovers, and the Mercury have 12 to end the game. All right, y'all. So that is the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Pretty good game there. Got a little close there at the end. But in the end, the Mercury take the lead and win the game. Next time I'll be on will be Tuesday, God willing. It's the final day of the Commissioner's Cup group stage. We'll be covering all the games throughout the evening, and we'll see who the 2 teams from the East and West Conference who will play in the Commissioner's Cup final. Subscribe to the player highlights channel that I put in the chat. I'm gonna probably cut up some Satu highlights, probably some Chelsea Gray highlights, one for each of the teams that played tonight, and I'll probably have those up sometime this evening. But if not, I'll have it up tomorrow. Remember, no games tomorrow, games on Tuesday, so you'll have a break from the W. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for the super chats, the likes, the subscriptions. We're about 25 away from 1,000 subs. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving, both old and new. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy Father's Day again to the fathers, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Salute!